Namaste. My name is Melissa Santangelo, the Groovy Goddess, and welcome to my channel, Center for Balance. I am recording today from the portal. This is going to be my new playlist called Stories from the Portal. I have about 8 stories so far that I can think of that I want to tell you about, and they are all stories of healing, paranormal, just amazing stories that have happened here in my portal. So this photo is looking up from the, let's see, it is looking up in the middle of 2 fairy rings of redwood trees that I have on my property here in the Santa Cruz Mountains. And I created a healing space in between them called Spa Santangelo. And I've been doing healing work, energy work, sound healing, massage, yoga, meditation. I've been doing this type of work here for 18 years. And there are many, many stories of amazing healings. I have seen or felt people's past relatives and given messages to my clients. There have been workshops where other people see other people's past relatives. There's just amazing stories, and I want to document them so that they're not forgotten. And I also want to show you how amazing healing work can be. Sometimes you just go and you get some healing work and you just feel good and you're relaxed. But sometimes you get on that table and you do some healing work and amazing stuff comes out of it. So I just want to put those stories out there. So today I'm going to start with a pretty amazing story that happened. See, I wrote down the date because timelines fall away from me very quickly. And I wanted to have the dates to put some perspective or how long it's been. So this was March 29th, 2021. We're just about a year over the pandemic. And this couple calls and they want to come get a massage. I bring in Shannon, who works with me, and she's working on the wife and I'm working on the husband. Right away, I felt I want to have the words come out so that people can understand. I feel that I'm clairsentient and I'm an empath, so I feel a lot. I feel things rather than seeing them, but this time I did see something. I just felt sadness around something, and like there was an elder relative around the massage table. So I think I was flipping him over. And when I flipped him over, I went to his head and I could see it was like dust particles forming into a figure, but it was very quick. And it kind of came out of the stomach area. It was like all these little dust particles, but it was forming a figure. And it was very quick. And I remember I looked over at Shannon, who was giving the massage on the wife, to see if she noticed something. I was trying to get her eye contact, but sometimes we go into a trance when we're doing this kind of work. And so she was kind of in her little world and wasn't really noticing anything. So I was kind of thinking about it in my head while I was doing the massage, like, wow, that really felt like a past person was with him just now. And so I didn't say anything. And then when they left, and I didn't say anything. And I was in my house and I started to clean and it just started gnawing at me. And that's what happens. It's almost like the universe is just pushing me to do something. And it just feels like a little gnawing at me. And it always feels like it's kind of on the right side, which is interesting. And it was just the feeling that I had to call him and tell him that I felt that during his massage. And I kept trying to push it away and continue to clean. And the feeling was just getting more intense and more intense. And I thought, all right, I'll call the man and he's going to think I'm nuts, but I'm going to do it. So I called and the wife answered the phone. And I said, I really need to tell you what happened during your husband's massage. And then I'm thinking, oh, that probably doesn't sound very good. And she was like, what? And I told her, I said, I saw something come from his body when I flipped him over. And I felt like it was a past relative. And she said, oh my God, hold on a minute. I'm going to get him on the speakerphone. And so she got him on the phone and she says, tell him that again. And so I told him, and I think he started crying. And he said, oh my God, Melissa, before we came to the spa, I found something that my mother purposely left. I'm getting chills right now. I'm getting goose pimples on my arms as I speak of this story. And whenever that happens, that's like truth bumps. I don't know if you've ever heard that, but it's truth bumps, and it just solidifies it to me that this story is something of a paranormal nature. So anyways, going back, so I explained it to him and I think he started to cry, and he said to me, my mother passed away 8 years ago and she purposely left something for me, but I didn't find it until today before we went to your place. And I was like, oh my God. Then I think your mother saw that I was open, because that's what I think happens on the other side, is that they see people that are open. Maybe they see a light like this, like they see some sort of opening that they can communicate to us. Some people see things. Some people feel things like I do. Some people hear things. I feel things and I rarely see. So that's why it was kind of shocking to me and was kind of tripping me out a little bit, because I don't normally see, I just really feel. And I just thought that was your mom's way of me telling you that she knows that you finally found whatever. And I don't even know what it was that she left him. Doesn't matter. Pretty amazing story. What do you think? Do you have stories like that? Do you want to try to debunk this story somehow? But to me, it's a clear message to my client that his mother understood it took him 8 years to find whatever it was that she left him. And now she knows. And that was probably bothering her. She probably was unsettled because he didn't find this. And I think that was her way, maybe her leaving his side and me seeing that. It was her way of saying I can move on. I don't know. And if you are the client watching this and you feel like talking about it more, please do so in the comments. If you want to try to debunk it, I'm open, because I am a skeptic, have always been a skeptic, but to me, the signs are too overpowering for me to be a skeptic. And some things I can debunk, but some things I think are signs anyways. Hopefully that makes sense. But so I hope you liked my story from the portal. It's Spa Santangelo portal here in the Santa Cruz Mountains. I've got about 7 more on a list here that I'm gonna put out, and I'll have to really start thinking of more. If you're a client of mine and you have a story, send me an email or text me or get a hold of me somehow. Put a comment in here and tell me your story, and maybe I'll remember it. Maybe I won't. Because I have a feeling some people leave here and they have amazing shifts and healings that happen to them that I just don't ever hear about. So that's another reason why I wanted to put this together, is to have some sort of record of the healing that has gone on at Spa Santangelo in Santa Cruz Mountains. I just want to, you know, put it out there and see what other people have felt or seen here, and what people feel about healing in general, energy work, having your chakras balanced, doing powerful meditation and breath work. Let's open that dialogue and start talking about it. It's not woo-woo. It is real, and it does help make massive, huge change in people's lives, which we all really need. We've gone through a lot in the past 2 years, and we all need a little bit of healing. And that's what my channel is about. My social media, my day spa, the Airbnbs that I manage here in the Santa Cruz Mountains, the yoga hike. It's all about giving that spiritual experience, and there's no other place than the Santa Cruz Mountains to do that. This is a very magical space because the redwoods are so magical, and the fairy rings are magical. They are magical because the loggers would they would chop down a tree, they would set that trunk on fire and have that intention that the fire would then generate seeds that would plant new redwood trees around it. And so to me, that intention is just sitting there, that action, that fire action is just sitting there in the circle of those trees. And we just have a lot of them here. So rejuvenation and regeneration and new cycles, that is all something very powerful that happens within these mystical creatures, the redwoods. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great, wonderful new year. I'm putting this out right before the new year 2022. So have a great new year, and I hope to hear from you soon. Namaste.